Hey, you guys. Welcome back to Naughty Love Movement. It's your girl, Nikki. And today, I'm bringing opportunities for advertisement on my channel. If anyone is interested, they can email us at naughtylove2020@gmail.com. Our prices are affordable and reasonable. And please reach out to us. We can start our videos with any commercials that you would like us to advertise. I look forward to hearing from you. I'm out. One. Hey, you guys. Welcome back to Naughty Love Movement. It's your host, Naughty, bring you the latest and trending topics in a vlog, my life. Happy Friday to all of my Naughty crew. I hope everyone had a wonderful week. I know I had a busy week. Let's just say that I have a lot the goings on, and life is just life, and for me, just like you guys too. But thank you all for joining me. I know I've been MIA this whole week, but I just got stuff to do. I got stuff to handle. But please make sure you like the video because you know YouTube love to put us on punishment chair like they are daddy. Yeah. Like the video, share the video, interact with the channel. And if you're not subscribed, what are you doing? Are you losing your rabbit ass mind? Yes. Make sure you follow me on all of the free apps, which is scrolling below on my banner. And last but not least, donations are definitely appreciated. Absolutely. It's the summertime. We going on vacation in 56 days. Yes, the countdown is real. I need this vacation. Like, hey nephew, hey Chantel, hey Juby Biking. Yes, nephew, I owe you a phone call. It's just been hectic, y'all. It's been hectic. I've been out here cleaning up my yard. I'm trying to get my pots together so I could do some flowers in the pot and stuff. Make it pretty for my mom or whatever. But you know, it was like spring cleaning this week and things like that. So I just been busy with all that type of stuff. But that's that being said, that don't mean I haven't been paying attention, honey. Shannon Sharpe. You like taking people booty holes, okay? Okay? And slipping protection off. All right? Like, he is accused of raping an OnlyFans model. We're going to get into all the details, but I'm glad I waited on this story because a lot has come out. I mean, they're saying it's multiple accusers. And I think Shannon Sharpe is infected with most of the weird ass old wrinkle bald niggas in Hollywood, okay? Narcissistic. They think they got money, they could do whatever they want, and they don't like to be held accountable for anything. But as usual, he's going to gaslight the world and compare this to Jay-Z because Tony Busby is involved. And let me tell you, Tony Busby, he shot himself in the foot when it came to Jay-Z, but Shannon Sharpe, honey, I think he got your ass. Let's talk about it. Thumbs up the video, okay? Now, the OnlyFans model, I ain't mad at her. Get your bag, girl. Get your bag. She said you want to pay $25K for each cheek, baby. Stand in your worth. Hey, Kim, stand in your worth, baby. Get all that wrinkle ball ass money, okay? Get all that money. Yes, click the like button. Click the like button. Yeah, and then we're going to get into Kirk and Rasheeda. From Love and Hip Flop, Atlanta. Coming for Mandisi's and Yandy. Ciao. Rasheeda, you need to go get Botox for them bags. You are aging horribly. Do y'all see Rasheeda bags? Ciao. I don't know. That's all them years of crying over Kirk cheating ass. Yeah, but they trying to come for Mandisi and Yandy like they couple of the year. Rasheeda, Yandy, y'all both dumb. Dumb as bricks. I don't care what nobody say. Thumbs up this video. Thumbs up the video. I want to get into Claressa Sheilds and Teseki, Krishan Rock's sister. This is the foolery. Can I say every time Claressa open her mouth, I hate the way she talks. I can't even stomach listening to her. But y'all sound dumb. And then we're going to get into Britt Edie, Real Housewife of Atlanta. She's the newer housewife, the one that Kenya exposed, child. Her husband being exposed as a bottom. Allegedly. Everything we talk about here is allegedly and of our opinion. Thumbs up the video, child. Yes. Did y'all hear Monique Samuels talking about coming back to Potomac? I guess she need to check. She done lost her bag, divorcing her husband. She done lost the bag, and now her ass gotta work. Yes, so much going on these internet streets. And then if I have time, we will get into updates on Kamani Lateeg. Her father has now been arraigned. Now, as far as Naziah Harris, I'm waiting for the church. I'm not getting into all this church, he said, she said. At the end of the day, it was a whole pedo ring going on there, and they was passing them little kids around. All these characters are coming out. I don't have time. I just want to deal with the facts, and that will get in the case. I'm more interested in who are the 40 witnesses on the list to testify. That's what I'm interested in. So the Naziah Harris mess, I'm not getting into that. That's why you shouldn't focus your content on one particular subject. You need to bounce around and stuff because you end up going down this rabbit hole, and all it produces is a bunch of allegations that you can't prove and a bunch of characters and lies and people trying to spin a narrative and chasing clout. Yes. So please, thumbs up the video. We're going to start off with Shannon Sharpe, and then we'll roll in. And speaking of Love and Hip Hop or Hip Flop, Carly Red mugshot is bouncing around. You know, Carly Red is like the Erica Kane of Love and Hip Hop. Every season she got a new man. Every season she getting married. Thumbs up the videos, Naughty Crew. Thumbs up. I miss you guys. I did. I really, really did. I'm just waiting to clock in to work, and then we're gonna get started. So much going on. So much going on. Now, people tried to warn Shannon, but Shannon Sharpe got too big for his britches. Hey, Terry. Happy Friday. Remember when Monique was telling him you need to date somebody your age, boy?
You don't need no 36-year-old girl. I do. This is your auntie talking to you. Take your old ass and get you an old bitch out there that can love you old. You trying to hang out with these young bitches, and you can't do it, Shannon. You just can't do it. No 26-year-old girl. You don't need no 36-year-old girl. I do. This is your auntie talking to you. Take your old ass and get you an old bitch out there that can love you old. You trying to hang out with these young bitches, and you can't do it, Shannon. You just can't do it. No 26-year-old girl. Hey. You don't need no 36-year-old.
Monique warned his ass, okay?
To my family.
Monique warned his ass, and they don't want to listen to the aunties. Hey, Queen Cash. They don't want to listen to the aunties. See, what these men see, when men are older and they want to go after younger women, that is about control. Yep, it is. That is about control. And the younger women are not going to hold them accountable like a seasoned woman would. Now, Shannon has been out here talking about he don't want to date nobody his age and this and that. Well, now we know why. But how's that treating you? Because looks like you got tricked out of your spot, Shannon. Mm-hmm. That young girl, she run, she give you a run for your money, baby. Okay, you know there's consequences to everything. All right, and even though she was legal age, the age is not a question or whatever. It's something creepy about old ass men wanting to go after younger women. I don't care what nobody's saying. Why you can't date nobody your own age? Because they're gonna hold you accountable. And that's what they don't want. And Shannon Sharpe comes from the class of men where they believe women are second-class citizens and they should be at home cooking, cleaning, barefoot and pregnant while you run amok in the streets, sticking your peen in any hole that will bust it wide open for you. Let's just talk about it. I want to have a real conversation about this because that's what it really comes down to. That's why they wouldn't elect Kamala as president, because they just don't want a woman to run the country. I mean, let's just keep it real or whatever. And I'm telling you, and I always said it when we was going through the politics of things and the election and stuff, there are men, colored men, black men, that will simply not vote for Kamala because she's just a woman. The misogyny is real. The patriarchy is shooketh. Hey, be more shorty. Okay, Juby Button. She said even if she set him up, Shannon, he's still 30 years her senior, like she was still in the womb when he was 30. That don't even mentally sit right with me. Child, how about he got kids older than this chick? He's like a grandfather or something. I miss you too, be more shorty. Hey. Wow. Kendra G tried to tell him and he curved her. I sent the video to your IG. Okay. Let me look that up. A whole lot of people try to warn him. Now, it's been out here, his sexuality has been in question and things like that. All that I don't even care about. What he do is what he do. But when it comes to consent, that's where I have a problem with him. And he think he could do what he want. Thank you, Kim, for the article. Here we go.
Shannon Sharpe announced that he is temporarily walking away from ESPN due to the $50 million lawsuit he is going through with a 19-year-old OnlyFans girl who was accusing him of sexual assault. Now, he has already on record said that it was consensual sex. And here's the deal. I want to say this. I believe it was consensual sex. But that's not the point.
That's not the point.
It's not a good look to be in a sexual assault lawsuit with a 19-year-old white girl when you a big black man working for Walt Disney.
What?
Yes. ESPN is owned by Walt Disney.
Yes.
Nobody temporarily walks away from a multi-million-dollar job. But let me tell you why I'm irritated, because I tried to save Shannon Sharpe. I tried to save her. Now, if you recall, I ran into Shannon Sharpe at the NAACP Awards. I stopped him. I said, Shannon, I got 10,000 girls I could hook you up with. If you don't remember, take a look.
I already know it. I got what you look for. I got like 10,000 girls.
He walked away. 7 seconds could have changed his whole life. All he gave me was 7 seconds. Shannon, you should have sat your ass there and listened to me. Look at all these beautiful girls. Look at all these beautiful girls on the Kendra G singles dating app you had access to in their 30s. I know you want them young, so I went to 30s. You can search by age, location, education, kids, All that on the Kendra G Singles Dating app. I know you got a type. This is your type. I know you got a type. They are on the Kendra G Singles Dating app. But you walked away from me. Now you got to walk away from ESPN too. Next time you better listen when a black woman's trying to tell you something.
60-year-old dance challenge.
Okay, wait a minute. You can stop it too? They all together. I see the man. Something. They came together, y'all. They all was stuck with the dream. Y'all know it, y'all. Maurice, contestant number 1. Step out. Give him 5. There you go. Contestant number 1. Maurice. Step out.
All right, so there you have it. I think a lot of people. What is this? I think a lot of people tried to warn him. Mm-hmm. She clocked it. She clocked it. But you know, I'm late to the party, so we got to go back a little bit to where this all evolved from. Shannon Sharpe, at the end of the day, is a freaking creep. Okay. All right. Where do I begin? Thumbs up the video. So this is not the only person calling Shannon Sharpe out, Kendra G. So ex Bad Girls Club Stephanie star Stephanie George is also calling him out. He's a narcissist. Thumbs up the video. Shout out to the Neighborhood Talks for this.
Really wanted to address something that has really been bothering me for the past couple of months. My son's dad is a comedian and an actor, and he did an interview with a man by the name of Shannon Sharpe on his podcast. Now, on that podcast, Shannon Sharpe did a lot of digging. My son is almost 10 years old, and my son's dad and I broke up over 6 years ago. So for him to ever try to bring me up, or a family dynamic, or the age gap is very, very shocking to me. It's not surprising, but I just feel like, you know, my son's dad has a girlfriend already. Why not do digging on her? And he was making fun of him at the fact that we have an age difference of 23 years. And, you know, he was saying, why didn't you date her mom? You know, where did you guys meet? Forever 21? You know, cracking up, just asking really invasive questions. And what really hurt me, this was the kicker, was the interview, and it also had this headline on it that said, Donnell Rawlings has baby. Really wanted to address something that has really been bothering me for the past couple of months. My from Bad Girls Club, 23 years younger. So crazy. Insane. As you guys know, we co-parent. So I know that my son is getting older. I always think like, oh my God, one day my son is going to see this. And I just did not like, it felt very, very icky how it was put out there. It felt really exploitive, and like, I just didn't like it. I live my life in peace. I just take care of my son. I work and I spend time in my garden, and I just do as much as I can to contribute to my own.
Everybody is just going to take the time to dog walk his ass. Everybody who he wronged in life, they are going to take this opportunity to dog walk him. Trust and believe.
And so I just felt very disrespected at the fact that he labeled me as that. I was just some crazy 23-year-old woman that was on Bad Girls Club. I didn't like it. It sent me into a depression. It kept me up at night. It really, really bothered me. And so I was on Twitter. I prayed about it. I said, God, you know, I'm old enough to know that like, there's just certain people that are not nice. There's certain people that are very nosy. From Bad Girls Club, 23 years younger. That will, you know, they're like, let's do this for shock value so we can get a lot of views. It just turned me all the way off. Now, last night I was on Threads and I saw his name trending. I thought, wow, that's so weird. And then I clicked on it and I saw accuser. And, you know, he's being accused of like really horrific things. And the girl was 19 when it started. So I'm thinking in my head, wow, you were really projecting. You went digging and you found the fact that we have a huge age gap, and you highlighted that and you tried to make fun of it, but you were actually really living that life, if not worse. I mean, this girl was a teenager. And, you know, with all the evidence that she put out there, I don't know if it's, you know, good evidence or not, or, you know, whatever. The stuff that I seen was pretty awful. I just feel like if you live in a glass house, please don't throw stones. You are very quick with the lip to ask him details on and why didn't you date? That will, you know, they're like, let's do this for shock value so we can get a lot of date her mom. Why didn't you date her mom? Oh, did you guys meet at Forever 21? At least I was 21. You know what I'm saying? Like 19 is too young. You at your big age, you know that. You have kids that are probably older than that. It really hurt my feelings with that headline. And now look at all the headlines that you have, you know, being accused by a 19-year-old. You literally, it's just like, it's crazy how, I wouldn't say karma works, but how the universe works. I knew that there was something not right as to why he was asking these questions. It just felt off. You know, it didn't feel like it was in good faith. And you were poking fun at it and you were living worse. So, date her mom. Why didn't you date her mom? Oh, did you guys meet at Forever?
She's 23.
Here's a
Darnell. 20. Why you didn't date her mom? Why you go for the Darnell?
I didn't date her mom because why didn't I date her mom?
Yeah, good question.
No, wait.
I'm asking the question.
No, because
this ain't the Darnell Raleigh show.
Love is love.
If you don't,
Love is love.
I agree with you.
What?
You like them young, dog.
I say Drake. I heard you. No. Don't do that. I don't like them young. I like what I love. I didn't groom nobody, son. It is what it is. But I can't date nobody my age and get what I wanted. What I look like getting a 48-year-old bitch pregnant.
It's possible.
It could have happened, but I ain't want them odds.
She's 23.
All right, so there you have it. Isn't that the pot calling the kettle black? All right, he tried to call him out for dating a younger woman, and look what you've been dabbling in, BDSM and all that stuff. Shout out to Neighborhood Talks, because Gabby is spilling the tea. That's the OnlyFans model name. Oh wow, alleged close sources of Shannon Sharpe claims he had BDSM X with his grape accuser at least 100 times. Clock that tea, okay? I mean, it is what it is. You into whatever you into. What's this? Oh, this is him having a fraudulent slip. I think Shannon has a wide appetite, and he'll stick that peen in any hole that will bust it wide open for him.
I'm saying he want to date younger men. They kill me. What they say? What the women? What? Yeah, what I said. I want to date younger women. What I said. Oh, when I want to date, when I want to date younger women, what they say, Ocho? Oh, I'm a creep. Oh, I'm a.
You are.
What they call that? What they call it when a man like I'm grooming. That's the term they use with me. Yeah. Grooming. But what? Hold on. But what they say about when Unc said he want to date younger men, they kill me.
All right, he had a fraudulent slip. All right, we'll call it what it is, okay? At the end of the day, this is creepy, but old girl is releasing all of the evidence. Here we go.
Well, you're coming to LA tomorrow?
Yes.
Well, I don't know why you want to go out.
Don't worry about it, Daddy.
Well, okay.
Okay, what?
Well, I'm not really interested in getting choked, so I guess we're going.
Yeah, I might choke you in public. Big black guy chokes small white woman.
It's not a good look. Shannon.
Not a good look that you did with the shit you did to me.
What she do to you? What did she do? What did Snowflake do to you where you feel the need that you need to choke her out? Like, it's not okay. It's not okay.
Okay, well, you're coming to LA.
All right, so it looked like she got you by the balls, Shannon. It looked like she got you by the balls. The cojones. The kahunas. All right. So she's also revealing text messages. Yikes. Additional text reveal OnlyFans model Gabby confronted Shannon Sharpe over unprotected sex on the day of alleged rape. I cried when you left because I begged you to put a condom and not put it in my, Hershey Highway hole. Okay. All right. So here's the text messages. Let me see if I could read it. She said, but I cried when you left because I begged you to put a condom on and not put it in my ASS, and you didn't listen. I don't care what our history is, no means no, Shannon. It says, I don't know how to process this. So this is what the lawsuit is about. So then this is more messages saying, I want to be abused, daddy. I want like some hardcore BDSM action though. And this is photos of her. All right, now Shannon Sharpe is accusing her of trying to
my family, friends.
Trying to take him down. To me, this is a classic narcissist answer. Okay, he's trying to say like it's a money grab and things like that. At the end of the day, I don't care what the history of the relationship is. You are to respect each other's boundaries, okay? And if she tells you to wrap it up, wrap it up. You can't just, because now I got to worry about my health. This is supposed to be fun, and I got to walk away and worry about my health. You can't just make that decision for me, right? And then to penetrate her in her anus without her permission, that all adds up to a grape to me. That's my opinion. Yeah, the Hershey Highway, child. And that's what it is. Shannon Sharpe likes the Hershey Highway. Let's just say he's sexually fluent, okay? Like, what he like is what he likes. But when it comes to consent, that's where he's pushing the boundary. Now, it said that behind the scenes, he tried to offer Gabby $10 million to make this go away. And this is my thing. If you did nothing wrong, why you offering her money? Please thumbs up the video. Shout out to the neighborhood talks. Oops, Shannon Sharpe offered XA accuser $10 million before the case went public. This is sounding #NoDiddy. She is Cassie in that ass, okay? Yes.
To my family.
We're going to get into his response. So the details continue to spill out as the story of Shannon Sharpe and his grape accuser continues. We now know that she offered a that she was offered a settlement, and it wasn't a small one. According to TMZ, Lanny J. Davis, Sharpe's attorney, revealed that the star actually offered his accuser at least $10 million before she went public with her case. Apparently, the two went to mediation within the last month and proposals were made. Shannon's attorney says they were surprised that Jane Doe walked away from the offer and decided to file the lawsuit without warning. At the end of the day, number one, this is not his only accuser. Number two, we're finding out that he settled several cases behind the scenes. As we find out about most of these creeps in Hollywood, okay? Kanye does it. Diddy has settled several lawsuits, okay? I remind you of the inmate up there in Detroit that he tried to settle. I don't know how old she is now. I don't know. Some year. This has been going on for some years. So Jane Doe is accusing Shannon of raping her in late 2024. So she was 19 in 2020. So she got to be 20, 21 right now. In late 2024 and SAing her in January of 2025. She since released audio clips which were followed by statements from Shannon denying the acts. Okay, so let's get into Shannon's statement. Child, you should have listened to your auntie Monique. Okay, here we go.
To my family, friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself.
Why is it always a shakedown? Why is it always a shakedown? If it was a shakedown, why were you willing to settle with her for $10 million? That don't sound like a shakedown to me.
Because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby.
Now, Tony Busby is a lot of things, sir. But he has had some success. I bring up Deshaun Watson, that whole situation and stuff like that. I find it quite odd. Now you're trying to spin the narrative in your favor, creating Tony Busby as the villain. Okay. At the end of the day, Tony Busby is doing his job. Here we go.
Who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Busby targets black.
Let me tell you something. What Jay-Z? Jigga was my motherfucker. I know Jay-Z, like, you better put some respect on my name. What I got to do with this? What I got to do with this? Jay-Z, this goes to show, like, how desperate Shannon Sharpe is to save face. Because what Jay-Z got to do with anything? Jay-Z, like,
Now, why am I in it?
And you could have did
Now,
it.
see how I get wrong
because you never apologized.
I ain't even did nothing. What I got to do with it? So he's trying to use Jay-Z as the example, and then Tony Busby, because Jay-Z did Tony Busby dirty, okay? He killed all credibility. That's because Jay-Z has great lawyers, okay? Alex Sparrow, all right? But I'll tell you, Shannon, what Jay-Z didn't do, he didn't offer a settlement. He ain't offer a settlement. So try again, sir. Try again. Thumbs up the video. Jay-Z did not offer a settlement. You did, sir.
Man, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey, Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup, coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly on OnlyFans. Gabby and Tony Busby want 50.
Why, when these narcissists get busted, the first thing they want to do is slut shame what they participated in? What does her being an OnlyFans model have to do with anything? That has nothing to do with you doing things against her will, again, without her consent. That has nothing to do with it. And you was down until you wasn't. It was good enough when you was ready to pay to play. But now she's an OnlyFans model. Now this is a shakedown. Now you want to throw Jay-Z name into this? Don Lemon talked to his attorney yesterday. His attorney, Shannon Sharpe, is such a narcissist that he will not listen to his lawyers. I bet you.
$50 million. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty. I know my family and fans know exactly what this is about. And I'm going to be out there telling you.
Your career is about gaslighting, dipping and dodging. Your sexuality has been in question for a long time. Not that we care. Like, do what you do. Do what you do. Just say you like to be fluent. Period. I mean, them leggings that you be wearing on your show, It tells it all. I'm just saying. Shannon Sharpe gives me little dick energy, and I said what I said, okay? Period. Because ain't no big ass man walking around in leggings, and you ain't seeing what's going on down there, okay? Like, period. So where is it? Are you tucking?
Whatever I need to say, just like I always do. I love all you guys. Thanks. To my family, friends, supporters.
So that's his gaslighting response. He full of shit. He full of bull swanky. Remember, I told you he is full of it. He's trying to save face. All right. Also, there's more audio coming out. Or this might be the same thing.
I don't know. Anything I say, you're just gonna like get mad at, and you're just gonna hang up on me. So I feel like
I'm not gonna hang up on you. Here's what it is.
what? What does that even mean?
Nothing yet. You want to be a dick to me now, so.
I don't want to be. Don't manipulate me.
Oh, Lord have mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm gonna fucking choke the shit out of you when I see you.
I mean, you are trying to manipulate. That's why you wanted her younger. So that you could gaslight and manipulate her. Let's call it what it is.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, I don't.
You know what?
Well, I don't want to be choked.
Yes, you do.
See, that right there. That right there. That proves that he will do things against her will. She clearly said, I don't want to be choked. And he said, yes, you do. Who the fuck do you think you are? Who the do you think you are, Shannon Sharpe? And it just goes to show how men in power like to use their power to force their will on you. But Shannon Sharpe, she going.
You ever been swallowed up? Swallowed up.
She about to swallow your ass up. And she didn't take that 10 million because she knew she could get more. This the fuck you get.
I don't think.
I don't know. Anything I say, you're just gonna like get mad at, and you're just gonna hang up on me.
And this is the perfect example of the dynamic that goes on with older men and younger women. It's about control. But Gabby said,
Do I need to bring the receipts? Do I need to bring the receipts, baby girl? Because I got receipts. You want me to bring the receipts? Do I need to bring the receipts?
she got all the receipts exposing your ass. Yes, dipping it low and spreading it wide, okay? But he's up shit's creek. As a result of all of this, he is losing major deals. I know Stephen A. Smith came out talking. I can't even stand him because he's trying to gaslight the situation. I'm not even beat. But Shannon Sharpe announced that he is temporarily stepping away from ESPN amid SA allegations. No, sir, they're gonna follow you. ESPN is attached to Disney, baby. Okay. And Disney has a moral clause, hence, i.e., why Halle Bailey was hiding her pregnancy because she was out of wedlock. They don't play that. They don't play that. Not only are you being accused of rape, you also are abusive. Period. Here's his statement. My statement is found here, and this is the truth. Anytime somebody has to constantly be like, I'm about truth, I'm about this, I'm always honest, they're the biggest liars out here. Okay, this is bull swinky. All of it is bull swinky. If you're telling the truth, the evidence will show that. You don't have to say it. All right. So the relationship in question was 100% consensual at one point in time until she said no. Did you honor that? Or did you do what you just did when she said, I don't want to be choked? And you said, yes, you do. All right. At this juncture, I am electing to step aside temporarily from my ESPN duties. Sir, you're about to get fired. I will be devoting this time to my family and responding and dealing with these false and disruptive allegations set against me. I plan to return to ESPN at the start of the NFL preseason. I sincerely appreciate the overwhelming and ongoing support I have received from my family, fans, friends, and colleagues. Shannon Sharpe, kick rocks with sandals on with this bullshit. Okay, you trying to avoid being publicly fired. Because that's what is about to happen. You know, go play with your mama. Don't play with me. Good morning, Marva. Hey, Classy. She said, notice, no non-black women come on his podcast, use us for clicks and views, but tell you to go buy a horse here. Ciao. Well, now Gabby is suing
To my family.
dollars. Tony Busby about to get the payday he was trying to get through Jay-Z and Diddy, okay, through Shannon Sharpe. Mm-hmm. You are Boo Boo the Fool. You get Donkey of the Year, Shannon Sharpe. You got caught out there. Number of people tried to warn you. Kendra G, Monique, a number of people, but you kept playing. You kept playing out here. Even playing in Stephanie George relationship phase. So at least she was in her 20s. Hey, young, what's going on? At least she was in her 20s. You out here gaslighting the world, and now the mask is off. The mask is off. And I'm hearing that there's other accusers coming out. They about to hashtag no Diddy your ass. They about to no Diddy your ass. And that's the fuck you get. We don't want you, Shay Shay. We don't want you. Mm-mm. We don't want you. So let's leave it in the comments. Later on, I'm gonna be live with the Juice Radio talk show. Right. The Juice Radio talk show. She's having a whole panel about this, but I just wanted to come on my channel and give my thoughts. At the end of the day, this is a classic example of why older men love to date younger women. I think I was watching Jovi Beauty, and she said it best. Like, you want to know why our young men are misguided? It's because hating ass old men like Shannon Sharpe, they don't want the youth to be better. Why? Because that takes them off the market from the younger girls. All right. It's just like the FLDS, the polygamy out in Utah and stuff. At a certain point, because the older men wanted to marry all the young girls, they looked at the younger guys as competition, and so they started kicking them out of the community because they didn't want competition. Now, people tried to compare this situation to Tracy Ellis Ross because she was talking about dating younger men. Let me see if I can find a clip. Here it is. And I said, what the blood clot? It won't let me muted. All right, let me share. They try to compare the two, and I don't think people really understood.
Have y'all seen the podcast? I know most people have only seen the clips. I took the time out to watch the entire 55-minute episode, and honestly, it was a really good brother there for an older male perspective. Was myself, who is in charge.
All right, shout out to I am Eloho. Fair use, fair use, fair use. Commentary. Here we go.
Of my life, and who lives a very full, just robust life. So it's not just age, it's like life experience and sort of a difference. But I had to ask myself the question, why? Why does this keep sort of coming up other than they're hot and gorgeous? There's that. But a lot of men my age are steeped in a toxic masculinity and have been...
I agree. Let me tell you something. Dating out here is hard. And as bad as we want to date men our age, men in my age group and older, they just want somebody to take care of them. Period. They just want you to be cooking, cleaning, catering to them. And it's just like, what am I getting out of that? What about my emotional well-being? Like,
raised in a culture where there is a particular way that a relationship looks. I did enough of it where I was controlled and felt like I was a possession or whatever those things were, or prize.
I agree. Yo, the first sight of a man trying to control me, I'm out the fucking door. Like, I'm not that chick. Don't come into my world. I done been taking care of myself a long time. Don't come into my world trying to dominate, especially if you ain't got shit to offer me. But she's right, though. But they trying to compare this situation to Shannon Sharpe. I don't think so.
And I have no interest in it, and I will not do it again.
It's a generational thing, so it didn't matter how you met them, or is it just kind of the guys you're meeting?
That's obviously
too big of a generalization.
It's a generalization, but because I have dated men my age, there is a difference. There is an openness that occurs with a younger man around whether it's gender fluidity or not even having an issue with homosexuality. I mean, something as basic as that. There's so many different philosophies on dating, and I have come up with mine.
And she's right. Like, a lot of older men, they're homophobic. That's just the facts. Hey, James. Yeah, men and women should have been equally yoked. Like, gone are the days where women are not treated fairly, when women are treated like second-class citizens, where women are devalued just because they are women at the end of the day. But a lot of men think like this.
Have come up with what works for me and what makes sense for me and what feels safe for me.
Now, Tracy is getting a lot of hate. You know, some men feel attacked. Some women are saying, oh, this is predatory, right? But she's not saying anything different than a lot of women over 40 has said about men in their...
And you do see a lot of women over 40 dating younger. That's just the facts. That's just the fact. You want to know why? Because the younger men have openness to them. It's fun. You know what I mean? Carefree. They're more nurturing. It's not about devaluing you and making you feel like a second-class citizen. That's why a lot of older women date younger. Now, she's not talking about dating a teenager. Like, I'm 46. I'll date somebody in their 30s. A lot of these 30-year-old men are more established than these 60-year-olds out here. They got life figured out early. Please thumbs up the video. All right. So I'm sorry. I just really feel like there's something profound about what she's saying. And I think Tracy Ellis Ross was speaking fact. Okay. And the difference is men like Shannon Sharpe date younger for control, manipulation, so that he could do whatever he wants to do and don't have to be held accountable. Now, when it comes to an older woman dating a younger guy, It's about like, I value myself. I'm walking in my worth. He values me. He makes me feel sexy. He doesn't make me feel like I have to be a nurse, a maid, barefoot, pregnant, like I'm a second-class citizen. That's what it comes down to. Thumbs up the video. Yes. All right. So Shannon Sharpe, you don't let that girl. And let me tell you something. It all comes down to consent. Uncle Shay, it comes down to consent. And if you did things against her will, that is what you call grape. Period. And if you were so innocent, why'd you try to quietly settle for $10 million behind the scene? And that girl knew her worth. She said, I'm going for 50. We're going to go for the clean 50. And I ain't mad. That's the you get. See, be more shorty. Look, she said, I talked to a 50-year-old guy. He was so broken. His spirit was dark. Couldn't do it. And I'm 43. Right. Right. He was warned. Shannon Sharpe was warned. Look, they don't want to listen to the Black queens. Okay? Didn't when he sat down with why I'm having a slip of the mind. I'm having a slip of the mind. That interview he did with the comedian. Dang. He warned him. He said, all you sexual deviants is all going to be revealed. Why can I think of his name? I'm having a brain fart. Y'all help me out. He warned him. He said, all you sexual deviants. All right. Let's get into Rasheeda and Kirk Frost. Coming for Yandy and Mendices. Child, they all need to go sit down. Cat Williams, there we go. Cat Williams, thank you. Cat Williams said it to his face. All you sexual deviants are gonna be revealed. Thank y'all, Naughty Crew. Thank you. What goes up must come down. Okay, thumbs up the video, share this live out. We back, Naughty Crew. You know, the weather's starting to break here on the East Coast, so yes, thumbs up the video. So we gonna be outside, okay? We gonna be outside. I got so many things coming up. I got weddings. Birthday season is coming for me. Gemini season. We gonna be in Thomas is for the birthday. All right, so let's get into Rasheeda and Kirk Frost, child. Now they have been beefing with Yandy and Mendices. Now on Love and Hip Flop, a lot of women have been coming out saying that Mendices is cheating. Yandy had a whole meltdown, like, yo, keep coming for my marriage. And I'm just like, Yandy, are y'all really married? Right? Like, did y'all ever sign the paperwork and send it in? Yandy is a fraud. I don't care what nobody says. She is nothing but a liar. It's crazy because on Samsung TV, they've been playing, and on Amazon Prime, they've been playing all the old episodes of Love and Hip Hop when it was good. Love and Hip Hop New York with Jim Jones, Chrissy, or whatever. And yeah, 70 Degrees in Jersey. And I'm just looking. I'm like, Yandy is such a fucking fraud. But even Mona had to check her. You want to know why? Because she was so involved in Jim Jones and Chrissy relationship. She overstepped her boundaries as a professional. Like clocking how many bags and shoes. That's not your business. Your job is to book that man shows and elevate his career, not be all up in his relationship. It was given either she wanted to Jim Jones, or she let him. Cause she was just too much in their stuff. I love Chrissy and Jimmy. I do too. I be watching them old episodes like, yes. Like when Chrissy mollywop Kimbella, woo, that was good. When Emily wasn't able to stand up for herself. Anywho, or whatever. So, Yandy and Mendeecees decided to relocate to Atlanta. And I think this is a battle of who is going to be the top couple on the show, and I think both of them are a poor example of relationships. Right. Look, I take you back to Love and Hip Hop New York when Mendeecees had to go away, and that chick was up there with them crocodile cheers. Like, how could you take a man away from his family? Girl, how could your man be a trafficker? Make that make sense. And then you go and get pregnant again. Because you trying to compete with his baby mamas. Yandy is a fraud. Yeah, she did Molly Walker. She knew it. First of all, Yandy was the side chick to his baby mamas. Let's talk about it. Like, Yandy kills me. So, a lot has been coming out. Mendeecees and Yandy, they've been kind of confronting Kirk and Rasheeda on the show for all their dirty laundry coming out. Like, at the end of the day, come on, look at Mendeecees. He's a good-looking guy, right? And especially down in Atlanta. Atlanta is like the playground for cheaters, okay? Look at all the men on Love and Hip Flop Atlanta, okay? They all cheat. Every last one of them. Jaciel. All of them cheat. All right, so fast forward, Kirk and Rasheeda decide to sit down with Carlos messy ass King, child, okay, on his podcast. Let's hear what they had to say.
You have been called the dumbest woman in America.
Absolutely.
Finally on the couch.
Absolutely. Because they say y'all in the open marriage.
Ass be digging deep. But now I'm like, you know what? We gonna talk.
A lot of people have said you were underage when you met Kirk, that Kirk allegedly groomed you.
First, I heard
I bought Rasheeda from her mother, adopted her, kept her until she turned legal age and married her.
Your solo career doesn't get talked about a lot. When you did Bubblegum, first thing first, Rasheeda. Mess around with no man who won't eat her.
Yeah, I'm not really into Rasheeda music. Y'all let me know how many of y'all is checking for Rasheeda music. Never. Even when she came on Love and Hip Flop, I still wasn't checking for her music.
Your songs, how many billions of streams does it get, Kirk?
Miami is over 8 billion.
Yeah. Are you two the most wealthiest couple to come out of the Love and Hip Hop franchise?
What I will say is, if I don't want to do nothing, I could not do nothing.
Was there ever a moment that you guys felt like Stevie J, Mimi, Jocelyn overshadowed y'all?
It wasn't times where we was like, we might have to, you know what I'm saying?
Turn a little different
direction here on this shit.
A lot of people question the storyline came out about infidelity in the marriage.
People say, oh, Rasheeda must be the stupidest woman on the earth.
If me being the dumbest person because I decided to stay with my husband and fight for my family and do that, I'll be all the dummies.
Here's what else pissed me off. Jasmine told everybody on television, why the fuck would I have any challenge if I wanted to knock her back and I'm taking care of a child and giving you money? Am I trying to sleep with her? No. She has a huge crush on her.
How were you able?
So a lot came out in this interview. They're saying Jasmine, the side chick that had a baby for Kirk, really wants Rasheeda. All right. Let's get into another clip. Hold on. Because you know Carlos King is messy. He's messy.
When the storyline came out about infidelity, I'm like, nah.
Damn.
This is me bagging it up a little bit. Rasheeda had just had Carter. She gets pregnant. We couldn't wait. You know, Carter's coming and, you know, we had some bumps going through the pregnancy, but Carter comes. And, you know, I'm happy as hell. But what I did notice, Carter slept with us till he was 7 years old, by the way, in the middle of the bed. So this is how much we was in love with this little boy. Like, this because we ain't having no more kids. So we're going to spoil him. Anyway, I noticed that me and Rasheeda were growing apart. Like, you know, it was like we were going through, and this is the real like this didn't get on the stream. Like, we didn't get to shoot. Kirk and Rasheeda are really not really fucking with each other like that. It was like, you know, we was just going through that.
And I think it was, I didn't know anything about like depression or postpartum and stuff like that after having a kid. Like, as a Black woman, that was not something that you even knew about, discussed, thought it pertained to you or anything like that. And we went through this period where I was like, I wasn't with him like that. Like, overweight, people talking about you. I'm on this show that's huge, you know, and I'm sitting here like, oh my God, did I do the wrong thing? You know, and I'm
right, glittery bubble. So cheating brings your marriage together. Hell to the nah. Hell to the nizza.
I'm down and I'm beating myself up, honestly, for no reason, but I'm human and, you know, things happen. I pushed him away and I blame him to say he should have grabbed me and, you know, put his arms around me and nurtured me more than doing the things that he did. But I'm a piece of work, you know.
When we're going through postpartum,
whatever, Rasheeda. That's why they calling you dumb. All right, here's another clip.
In your confessional that, you know, it is rumored that allegedly Mendici has other women. Do you think Mendici is cheating on Yandy?
You know what? Have you ever asked that question in Atlanta?
You think Mendici cheating on Yandy? Okay. Yeah.
Right, Kirk. And I remember when Kirk said, I wish Rasheeda just let me cheat in peace. Y'all remember that? That was right before the hot tub scene with Bambi, Benzino. He was talking to Young Jock and Scrappy. Like, you know, it's not about feelings and stuff like that. He wanted Rasheeda to cheat, let her cheat in peace. Y'all remember that?
First of all, hell no.
I left Atlanta for a reason.
Okay, then there we go. Sounds like a plead the fifth one for me, baby. Yeah.
You said out your mouth.
Well, this is what I'm going to say.
I never met Mendici, so I don't know anything.
Let me tell you this. I want to say something.
No, Kirk. I want Rasheeda to answer.
What?
Because you said in your interview.
This is what I will say. I've seen things, and that's just that. That people have brought to me. Let me say it like that.
Did you ever go to her with the things you've seen? Why not?
Because I don't do stuff like that. Like,
did say in your confessional that, you know, it is rumored that allegedly Mendici has other women. Do you think Mendici is cheating on Yandy?
Have you ever asked that question in Atlanta?
All right, so Mendici responded. He said, what type of man keep another man's name in their mouth? Smiling in my head. I think it's real corny how Kirk, it's kind of like what Montel on Love and Marriage Huntsville did to Marceau. He got caught cheating, so now he want to drag down all his friends. That shit is corny. So Mendici, he said, I'm about to start respecting everyone, disrespecting everyone. If you allow your woman to mention my name, then she can get it too. I don't say ish about people, polygamy, relationships. Exactly. I mind my business because I don't give a fuck. Please stop talking about me in mine. Child. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Like, what? Well, Carlos asked them, so they had to answer, right? They had to answer. Now, Scrappy out here responding, because also during that interview, Scrappy, Rasheeda said, well, are they really married? Trying to throw shade. And I say the same thing. Are they really married? Are they really married? See, Yandy ain't sending that paperwork because she ain't want to be responsible for Mendici's child support. Let's talk about it. Cheat DCs. They all cheating in Atlanta, child. I see. All right, Nikki Smith. Let's address this before we move on to Scrappy. Okay, let's address this comment. Not a crew. Nikki Smith says, I am a woman, a Black woman. I will never vote for a woman in any leadership position. You are sad. I'm going to pray for you. This is the mindset that people need to get out of. And Juby Buggin responded. She said, that's a sad mindset to think of yourself lowly, that you could never see yourself in a leadership position. So you couldn't run a business ever. You can't manage your household without a man's direction. Facts. Facts. And I'm going to say, dig deep and go find your self-worth, because that statement you just made was ignorant. It was stupid. It was dumb. You should have kept that to yourself. Period. Like, girl, you
ever been swallowed up? Swallowed up.
You swallowed up with misogyny, girl. Go get your life. Period. That's all we're going to say about that. Come on, Scrappy. Is Yandy and Mendeecees really married? Let's get into it. Scrappy is trolling.
Call Yandy and Mendeecees, ask them if they married. I think Kirk bugging, but he said they not. Just want to ask them the question because them my people too. And I went to one wedding and I was invited, and I'm glad I was invited because I put on my best shit. You know what I'm saying? And I was in New York and shit. You know what I'm saying? I had to fly out there. I got into it with the ex and everything because they didn't invite her. I had to invite her. You know what I'm saying? So I went through shit and everything about that wedding. What's going on, girl? Is y'all married? Kirk feel a certain kind of way, bro. Kirk feel a certain kind of way. You heard that nigga on the phone? Cause that nigga was loud as fuck.
Yeah. Feel away.
Kirk feel a certain kind of way. Yandy said they not legally married.
Oh.
What the fuck? Huh? Oh, fuck the wreck. This is a wreck. Call Yandy Mendeecees, ask them if they married. I think Kirk bugging, but he said they not. Nigga, hold on. Yandy and Mendeecees not legally married?
No.
So I can get married without getting married? I should have did that shit.
Okay.
Damn.
You can just go to the courthouse, pay to change your person's last name for real. You know that, right? You can just pay $500 to get your name changed.
I wish this motherfucker would change her last name. Take my daddy's name off her fucking name. I can't wait till they get married. Oh my God. Like, oh, it'd be a wait.
What they got going on?
They got some shit going on for real.
They got something going on. I'm
finna call them still. I'm gonna holler at Mendeecees. Mendeecees, I gotta holler at you, Yandy. I gotta holler at you because I ain't know. I thought we were getting legally married around this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm doing that then. I'm gonna get married without getting married.
He said, I'm going to get married without getting married. That's Scrappy. He said, I'm going to get married without getting married then. I don't think they married.
Yeah, because, like, it took so fucking much to get...
Yo, Yandy faked that whole marriage special because Mendeecees about to go away. She wanted to get the check because y'all know Yandy always talking about, oh, I'm all about my money. She wanted to get the check for the fake marriage special. So she faked it and never sent in the paperwork. She's
unmarried. Nigga, hold on. Yandy and Mendeecees.
Who shot y'all? Separate the weak.
Mendeecees seemingly respond, minding the business that pays him, minding the business that pays me. Okay. Y'all let me know. Do y'all think Mendeecees and Yandy is really married? Y'all let me know if y'all can find that marriage certificate. Okay. She admitted on national TV she never sent it in. Period. All right, let's get into Claressa Sheilds versus Teseki. But first and foremost, Cheek Mills is out here trying to prove that he is a straight man by posing with some white girls.
I'm gonna tell you whatever right here. I'm gonna tell you whatever right here. I'm gonna tell you whatever right here. Rule number one.
Cheek Mills. Go play with your mama. Don't play with us, okay? We don't care. Yo, you bent over with that blicky sticking in between your legs. Told me all I needed to know. Stop trying to prove your manhood to us. We don't care. Wait, Be More Shorty said something funny. She said, you got off cheat DCs, and Kevin cheat no heart. I love it. Cheek Mills, we still don't believe you. You had to pay a price to get out of prison, bro. Don't act like we don't know. Your ass was on like a forever probation. Nikki, you be bugging about to eat you up. You keep it up. You keep it up. You'll be bugging about to eat you up. You are very entitled to your opinion. If that's what you believe, that's what you believe. But we disagree. Period. Please don't try to justify your ignorance. Anywho, let's go on to Claressa shows. Can I say, I can't stand the way she talk. It irks my soul every time Claressa opens her mouth. And I really feel like she is dumbing herself down, sleeping with a married man. I really do. So I think it's more the fans are out here talking. What is this? The fans are saying they're trying to make her and Teseki, Krishan Rock's sister, fight. Because Teseki is known for molly-whopping chicks on the Bad Girls Club. Let me tell you something. Fighting on a Bad Girls Club and fighting professionally are two different entities. All right. They don't even match or whatever. But let's hear what Claressa has to say. We're gonna entertain it a little bit. I just can't stand the way she talks. Thumbs up the video. That's what I'm talking about. Be More Shorty. She need to have this energy for Remy Ma. But I believe Teseki is just like, I ain't on the baddies no more. So I'm gonna troll the situation for what it's worth. And I ain't mad at her. Get your coin, girl.
I think I can be here in a fight. I said, do I think or do I know? She needs to be checking her fans and not checking me or trying to clock my teeth, talking about some she used to like me. Girl, you never came to a fight. You never said congrats on the motherfucking world championship. You never mentioned me in a good light. So no, you did not ever like me. And that doesn't matter to me. But to sit here and say you can whoop some ass and you out here popping pills and doing everything you're doing, you're not going to whoop nobody ass. You need to go to rehab and get that shit out your system. You need help. Your friends need to help you. If I was out here popping pills, my friends would take me to the motherfucking rehab. They'd tie my black ass up, and walk me straight in that motherfucker and say, hey, don't let her out till she's clean. There you go. There you go. Krishan's sister. And there you go. That's what you need. You need rehab. You don't need to be talking about fighting no motherfucking body. You need to wrap it up. You need to quit fighting. You know, I know you knocking out girls' teeth and shit like that on a little show or whatever. Hey, good for you. I am not them. I promise you I'm not them. So take that shit on somewhere else. Go on now.
Is it me or is she proving that she watched Teseki? You know about her shows. You know about her habits. Girl, let's talk about you effing married men, okay?
Cause I'm quick to offer a bitch 100,000, 200,000, 300,000 just to whip my ass. You whip my ass, I throw you that money. Hey, you know I'm quick. You know I'm quick. You know I'm quick. Y'all just be hypothetically speaking. Would've, could've, should've, but can't. There you go. That's what you need. You need.
All right, so that's Claressa. She calling her out to fight for $100,000, which ain't no money, okay? $100,000 like $10,000, but Teseki clapped back. Let's get into Teseki, whatever you want to call her today.
Claressa Shawty come up in the comments talking. I don't like when people talk over me or, try to talk to me. Like, if me and you talking and right now like this and Lanaya just start talking to me, I'm going to completely ignore her. Although I'm hearing everything she said, I'm not going to respond to her until I'm ready because I think that it was rude that she was talking to me. So while I was talking to my favorite supporters on this live, I'm supposed to say that, I was talking about the fight, I seen the Claressa Shawty come up in the comments. She's talking about, what's up? Bitch, get out my face. What is you talking about? What's up? I told you, imagine if I start, and I said this for your silly ass before. Imagine if I trained properly and I was an actual professional boxer, not a baddie, not an artist. I was a boxer. I said it 2 weeks ago. I said it a month ago. I said what I said. And when I say this, I'm not trying to, a lot of people be saying, oh, you trying to be cocky, you be humble. I literally get my humbleness from God. Like, God says something, he means it. You guys read the word of God? I really mean what I said. Like, you ain't acting with me. And that was just, I was like, do that. But
Teseki said, I got time today, honey. Okay, but what God got to do with it, Teseki? Oh, my God. Right. Juby bugging. This is right. Claressa is a real boxer. Why is she worried about a reality TV star? She need to be worried about Remy Ma. Why ain't you setting up to fight her? Papoose wife. Claressa, this is not a good look for you. Like, I just really feel like...
Congratulations, you played yourself.
She played herself.
At the end of the day, I'm alone. Imagine if I start, and I said this.
It's crazy, right? And I'm just like, what is the point of all of this? Oops. What is the point of all of this? It's given Teseki is unbothered. She not even beat for this shit. So then Claressa, she clapped back with a post from Papoose. Girl, bye. He's still a married man. Papoose shows major love to his girl, Claressa Sheilds, while she's in the middle of a beefing with Teseki. With Faith Evans. Talk about I love you. Boy, bye, Papoose. If you don't go get divorced. I don't like you as a blonde. I don't like her as a blonde. Y'all let me know. I don't like her as a blonde. That looks weird. That looks weird. And so then Teseki comes back. She do want attention so bad. Why? Because she effing a married man that got side chicks. Here to
say, boxing, he's running. Okay, we training. Come on, Princess, let me punch you.
How you punching me?
Come on, Princess. You can take the punch. Come on, Princess. Get your punk ass over here. Don't be scared.
I ain't fighting.
No, I ain't so scared. Why are you scared? Shake it. Don't shake it. Shake it.
There's nothing feminine about her.
I don't want to shake with you. Bro, y'all know I play so much. I can do this shit all day. She's talking about hundreds of thousands. Lemmy gives me that 100. He gives me hundreds of thousands to go on baddies. You think I'm going to step in the ring with you for hundreds of thousands? No, I need $1 million, girl. Now, come on, let's train. Come on. She can train me. I should let her train me. Don't want to have to go to a professional. You know, we boxing, he's running. Train or a professional boxer, right? What exactly? Like, Lemmy gives me hundreds of thousands. Like, I'm not ready. I'm crazy, girl. You motherfucking crazy, girl. What are you talking about? You need 1.2 million. Let's get it popping. I will train. I will literally stop drinking and smoking. I will.
The thing is, y'all would have been about, I'll do it, whatever. We would have, but she just, I don't know what this shit is from. Like, God damn, I'm that important to you? Like, I intimidate you that much that you feel like you got to come over to our little world, our big world, because it ain't little, and be like, you know what? I need that with her. Like, girl. And it's just, I'm having fun. I'm actually having fun. Train her.
So then Claressa, she posts, to all my fans, I love y'all. I have been elevating to a new level. With new levels come new devils. I've been navigating and staying away from negativity for months, and these blogs, businesses, networks, podcasts have been harassing me. It's not easy to ignore, but Lord knows I try. So moving forward, I'm back to ignoring the hate, sharing positivity and motivation to my village. And anybody can still get punched up. That doesn't change. Child, you sound dumb. Claressa, you sound dumb. Ain't nothing masculine. She's very masculine. I don't care what nobody say. Actually, I feel like you're dumbing yourself down, just like you dumbing yourself down for Papoose, who's using you for clout. Hey, Latavia. Let me see. All right, you guys, I'm about to get out of here because I gotta really work now. But I appreciate every last one of you joining me and being patient. Look, this snow is nice out, and I got a whole life that I'm responsible for. So sometimes it's just hard for me to come on. And plus, I just be tired sometimes, and I just need to rest my body. But I appreciate y'all being patient. I hope y'all enjoyed the show. I'm gonna be live later with the Juice Radio and Talk Show. We're gonna have a whole panel about this Shannon Sharpe situation and giving our opinions. It's going to be good. So please come check us out. I believe we're going to start 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. So look for that live. But let me know in the comments what y'all think. Nikki, you know, I wish you the best. Nikki, I wish you the best. That's it. Like, we just have a difference of opinion or whatever. But y'all, let's leave it in the comments. Let me know what y'all think of Shannon Sharpe and his lawsuit. I think he did wrong, and I think he's stepping down from ESPN trying to save face because they're about to fire that ass. All right. Let me know what y'all think about Kirk and Rasheeda coming for Yandy and Mendeecees. I think they're equally yoked. I think both their relationships are a hot freaking mess. Kirk and Rasheeda are living a polygamy lifestyle, and Yandy is living in a world of delusion. Okay, Mendeecees is cheating all over the place. He's thinking that he's a Caribbean man from Brooklyn. Jovi said it best. Watch out from them big Jamaicans from Brooklyn, chill. Okay. and Yandy, you was a side chick. What you thought was going to happen? All right, I don't even think Mendeecees really like Yandy like that. I really don't. And let me know what y'all think about Claressa Sheilds versus Teseki. Let me tell you something. They are two different levels. Teseki is a reality star. She fights for entertainment. Claressa Sheilds is a trained fighter. Why you would dumb yourself down to come down to Teseki level, and now she just dog walking you and playing with you? Claressa, you need to go get a speech therapist, and you need to go find your self-worth and stop fucking that married man. Close your legs to married men. I love you all. Happy Friday to you all. I hope you have a beautiful, 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 blessed day. Until next time, Naughty Crew, I'm out. What?